round 2. Here we go. So we got Saskatchewan against BC. And it's the hottest team versus one of the most complete teams. And when these two come together, it should be a good one. Because I believe Saskatchewan is either one of them, is still, on paper, top 2 team. Argue with me if you want to. Argue with me if you want to, but I believe Saskatchewan is top 2 when it comes to roster. Play, the jury is still out. Okay? BC. You can't fault, you can't even hate on the BC Lions. They've been rolling, whooping ass, and taking names, and stepping up to the challenge when people thought they weren't going to be anything this season. That's the crazy part. But with Nathan Rourke out, what's going to happen? So, if this is your first time to the channel, run over there, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on IG, CoachPhil425. Follow me on Twitter, CoachPhil425 as well. And without any further ado, let's just get right into the video, y'all.
Welcome to Vancouver, everyone, for the third meeting between the Riders and the
That's
Lions
a beautiful stadium.
this past month.
Mothership.
Pressure on both starting quarterbacks tonight. For Cody Fajardo, he gets the ball back, Glenn. We all know the story with BC. Nathan Rourke on pace for an historic season. Injured and out for a long time, so Michael O'Connor gets his first CFL start.
All right, now O'Connor.
O'Connor throwing again. And he completes it with that catch.
Good.
Brian Burnham goes up.
See, what I forgot to mention also was they're not asking him to be Nathan. They need him to keep the ship steady. That's the thing. We don't need you to do crazy shit. We don't need you to do anything out of pocket. We need you just to maintain. Not too high, not too low. Maintain. Maintain the standard. Let's keep it pushing. When Nathan comes back, take off. That's it.
Over 7,000 yards for his career. First and 10 near midfield. Throwing it.
There we go. Lucky.
Lucky right in. Lions have something going here just a few plays in. A gain of 28
Good
yards.
throw.
And BC is inside the RoughRiders.
Way to put the ball there. That's pretty good throwing right there.
50. This is a 35-yard try. One of the more consistent kickers the CFL has ever seen. A little over 10 to go now and a second down.
Dump off.
Dumping it off. Completing it too. That's Jake Hardy. A rare touch for Hardy. The veteran out of the University of Calgary picks up 8 yards. Still
Not bad, not bad.
down coming up. Nope. They're going to do it. Pressure's coming. Gets it away.
Game time. Oh.
That close. With TJ Lee on him. Looked like it just got to the fingertips, but now.
Oh, he got it in there. He broke it up.
The chance, and they turn it over on
Back of his hand. Pimp style.
Second down and 10 at the BC 51.
Oh, no.
They blitz him, and Larry Dean gets to him. Down goes O'Connor back at the Lions 40, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And they immediately go back to Cody.
On a 2nd and 3 after he gained 7. He's on the move again.
Why?
Taking him down. Sione Tuhema back in the line.
Okay, not every quarterback is Lamar or Patrick Mahomes or Justin Fields. If your quarterback is a pocket passer, keep him a pocket passer. Why are you putting him in harm's way by running a read option? For what? Especially Cody Fajardo. Come on, OC. You gotta mata. Use your mata.
Lions line up and a big tackle on that second down play to force the Riders to punt. That 3-yard gain.
Stick to what's in your wheelhouse.
Four-man rush. Completes the pass. It's Dominic Ryan, second. Over a month. First and 10.
Oh, shit.
As he got rid of it, it gets knocked away by Clark, and Burnham was open.
He took a hit.
He took a lick.
And a flag comes up too in the Lions backfield.
Major foul, roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty. For automatic first down.
He put his weight on him.
Good time to the right. Keon Hatcher. Michael O'Connor in his first CFL start. Has time. Left deep. End zone! No! Jeremy Clark breaking it up. In on Hatcher. Who was in behind, and a good play by Clark to get his hand up. Sean White, he went from 35 earlier. This one is inside the 41. Sean White, money again. 2 for 2. A good product length of the field as well. Leading by 6.
Uh-oh, bomb.
And a deep look.
Hey, yo!
Schaefer Baker. It was deflected by Marcus Sales, and Schaefer Baker snagged it. And here come the Riders.
Now that's where you position yourself to make a play. Even if it's underthrown, still get in position to make a play.
Saskatchewan with a field goal try at 20-yarder by Brett Lawson.
Oh, it's getting feisty.
Second down.
Second and 10.
Blitz.
Blitz coming.
There it is.
Wide open and more. Key and Schaefer Baker get the ball in his.
Oh, no. Got a
They
cramp.
had the wrong personnel group. They had full blitz. And it was just a matter of Fajardo lifting the ball down the middle and letting the athlete and Schaefer Baker go get it. Exactly what he does. And right there is where TJ leads.
That's the thing about Saskatchewan that people don't want to say is that they are a balanced team. They're not better on offense. They're not better on defense than the other side of the ball. They are balanced. Like, give you an example. Okay. How do I put this in words so you understand? Marty Schottenheimer. R.I.P. Marty. Marty Ball. Marty Schottenheimer always had teams that were super balanced. You had you had good defense, you had good offense. Then they got Joe Montana in Kansas City, so their offense kind of because they got Montana. Okay? Washington, same thing. They were 0-5. Then they became a decent team. They were 8-8, I think, and then he left. Then he got to San Diego, and you all know what he did in San Diego with them. 14-2, lost to the Patriots, blah, blah, blah. But it was a solid run game. Now, but just for that example, I'm using balance as like reference of Martin Schottenheimer. He always wanted balanced teams, and they were going to run the ball, throw, run the ball, run the ball, and their defense was going to be stout. Even when he was in Cleveland, the Cleveland days, he had balanced teams. So I like to see a balanced team in football. I like that. It's not with the norm anymore because everybody wants a high-powered offense or they just want a stout defense and the offense doesn't really do much. But to see, I think Saskatchewan, that's the best way I can put it, is the most balanced team. They're not better than either or. They get the job done. Now, when it comes to Winnipeg, that's just a great team. They're great. Calgary, good offense. Defense can be shaky at times. BC, greatest show on turf in Canada. Defense is there, just little things. Edmonton, I'm going to talk about Edmonton in the next video. I have a very personal thing to say about Edmonton. And Ottawa and Montreal, the jury is still out. We have to see something. So that's what I just wanted to say. I'm get off my soapbox, if you will.
What's up with the hamstring?
The question here is about Michael O'Connor and his health status. He's talked to the medical staff, but still with helmet in hand. He's on the sideline, and Tony Pitkin on a first down from the Rider 46 is the Lions quarterback. Going quickly to his right to Dominic Grimes inside the 40.
Why would you not touch him?
What a 19-yard try as Sean White goes 3 for 3 on the night. Fajardo again, and a nice catch. And the first one of the season for Kyron Moore. First and 10 from the Lions 38 quarterback draw. Fajardo, good gain inside the 30 and more. Down to the 24-yard line. Confidence boost for Cody Fajardo to be sure as Lawler. Well, the flag comes out after the ball sails through. Okay, well, I'm going to give you some time to think about it.
Oh, no.
Frankie Hickson carries 34 yards. Big difference in rushing between these
flag.
Frankie Hickson bursting through that hole again. Just beyond the 20-yard line, 22 yards away. Strong leg doesn't need to be strong to keep Johnson in the game on the corner for BC. Complete. Kevin Jones has it up there midfield.
Where's Dude?
Of this game. First 3 of the season for Hardy. Setting up a
dump off. Oh, shook him.
Frankie Hickson. My goodness. Has a burst and also has a nice move there.
Man, yeah, that's tough at the best of times. You play against a guy with this kind of speed, don't throw in. Whoa. I had him.
Gain of 15. First
Uh-oh,
and 10,
deep ball.
and a look into the end zone. Coverage.
Hey, yo! There we go.
Touchdown, Saskatchewan. 26-yard strike. Cody Fajardo with his second touchdown toss in this game as the Riders increase their lead.
For you pick the good games to come back for. Back-to-back against Winnipeg. You're going to get Shaq back. You just got Kyron back.
Hey!
Down 14. Pepkin. To his right, completes another one. Keon Hatcher inside the 20 at the Riders 7.
Holding. You got to secure that, my boy.
He would have been gone.
Oh, yeah.
Where you going?
Lots of heat, gets it away.
Touchdown.
And it's Jacob Scarfone.
Whoa, there you go.
Got some energy going.
First touchdown of the season. And Scarfone gets the Lions closer, courtesy Antonio Pipkin. Down 7, Pipkin. Back in. More heat coming. He takes off. He can run. Dancing around, closer to midfield and a first down after a gain of 13, taken down. Final minutes, under 3. BC down 7. Antonio Pipkin, second and long, taking his shot. Deep ball.
Ah, you got to put your arms out there. You had it. A couple more steps.
Trying to look right. Well, just beyond him. It looks like he lost sight of it.
Fajardo gains confidence back. The Riders.
All right. Pipkin changed the game. I'm just going to say that straight up about BC. Like, Pipkin was not on the game plan whatsoever for Saskatchewan. You saw what he could do. So that's pretty good. O'Connor did pretty good, even though he got hurt. They're missing Nathan. Let's just be real. The offense wasn't what it was, but Saskatchewan, on the other hand, Fajardo redeemed himself. Fajardo is like hot and cold. Like, he's like Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins to me. He doesn't really like. He could have a game where he throw like, I know it's not a lot, but you know, he threw for 321 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins is the equivalent where he could throw for 400 yards and they still lose. Whereas, Saskatchewan, they balled out. Fajardo has some good throws, made some good decisions, made some plays. I am not for him running the ball. Stop the read option with him, okay? That's not his game. You ain't gonna run the read option with Kurt Warner. You're not gonna run the read option with Joe Montana. You ain't gonna do the read option, you know what I'm saying? But let me stop. Because that's a different type of football, man. But anyway, that's gonna be you guys. Comment down below what we're gonna be reacting to next. Appreciate all the love and support, and make sure keep your head on swivel, continue to be great, strive for greatness, all that jazz, and yeah, we out of here.